go. Alright, this is how to take your food truck and download it from Teams. So when you go to Teams, you want to make sure you go to your desktop edition of Teams rather than the online edition. Once you get in there, you're going to click on the Teams icon in the left-hand side of your screen. Once you get there, make sure you click on the word General. Click that. Then go up to the top and click on Assignments. So once you click on Assignments, it will list all your assignments that you have. You might have to click a couple buttons to see some of the assignments that you want to work on. So if it's from a previous time period, so you click Load Previous. Also, Teams has a word called Completed. So where mine says Assigned, yours might say Completed. And you got to click on that word for it to drop it down and list your assignments below it. Okay, so you might have to click on the word Completed. You might have to click Load Previous, depending on what assignment you're working on. So when you're working on your assignment, again, you want to have Teams open, go to Assignments, and then click on the assignment that you're working on. So I'm going to go to my 3D food truck. If this is the first time you're opening this assignment, I'm going to go to Student View to check it out. There we go. So yours will look similar to this view on your computer. It might not be exactly the same, but it's pretty close, except for some of the words might be a little bit different. So when you get there, it has the instructions. So when you see the instructions, make sure you follow them precisely and accurately. So it says create a 3D food truck. It tells you the file name, the format that you need for your file. So you're going to put your name, food truck, and then the class period that you're in. Part 1, you turn a screenshot of your work to show your progress. That was on the first 9 weeks. So the second 9 weeks, we're going to have part 2. Again, we're just going to keep posting our progress in the format of screenshots and your 3D model this time. Use the 3D SketchUp model to help you get started. So everybody's going to download the sample one, and then you're going to modify it heavily and upload pictures and 3D models of your work. Save all your work to the OneDrive. That will keep it safe and off of the computer. So in case something happens to your actual physical computer, your work will be saved to the cloud. And that way you can still access it from home. You can access it from a different device. And pretty much anywhere in the world that has an internet connection, you can look at your work. Next, you must create layers for your 3D food truck. That way you can turn them on and off easily, like the roof or the side of it, or different appliances or whatever the different layers you create. If you're not sure how to do it, you can click on the word layers, or you can click on the YouTube link right next to it, or if that's not working, you can highlight it, copy and paste it into your browser. But there is a hyperlink hidden in the word layers, as you can tell by it's turned purple, and my mouse turns into a little hand when you hover over it. Items to include in your project. Right here we have wheels, tires, driving components, lights, equipment, power source, menu, food items, drink items, logo, and accessories. All this will be going into your food truck, and you want to make sure that you're creating your own work. If you go to the Google Warehouse, that's fine to get ideas and inspiration from the Google Warehouse, but please do not click and download that work. That is not your work. You want to make your own groups and components and items to add to your food truck. Reference materials. This is where you're going to download the demo or the sample, and then you're going to modify it and make it your own. So there's lots of ways you can do it. This is just one way. You can click the 3 little dots and click download. There you go. It tells you that it's saved to your downloads folder. So at the bottom of your screen, it looks like a little file folder. You click it and click on downloads, and it shows you that it has downloaded that file to your computer. So once you double click it and open it, it'll look like this. Once you get this, this is your sample one. You want to create some layers so that you can turn them on and off. So if I go over here, I'm going to create one for getting rid of these sizes or dimensions. So I'm going to create that one. Maybe I'm going to make one for the roof so I can turn the roof on and off and I can work inside. Alright, so when I do that, I'm now going to click on the dimensions so I can hide them. So I'll click on the Shift key and hold it. Shift, click all the dimensions, go to Entity Info, change the layer to Dimensions. So I'm going to turn the dimensions off by clicking the little box. So they've now disappeared. They have not been erased, they've just been hidden so that I can work on it without getting interrupted by the dimensions. So I can turn them back on at any time. So similar way for the roof, I'm going to select the roof. I'm going to get rid of these air conditioner units. I'm going to put them in the roof layer. Roof. Turn the roof layer off. And there we go. So now I can see inside, I can work inside, but anytime I want to go back, I can just turn those items back on at any time. If I'm missing this default tray, you might have to turn it back on. So you go to Window, Default Tray. You can hide it, or you can unhide it. So if I hide it, it goes away. Go to Window, Default Tray, Show Tray, brings it back. If you don't see the items that you need here, just go to Window, Default Tray, and check the box for whichever one that you need. So if you need layers, you click on layers. If you need entity info to add things to your layers, click on that. Once you got all that completed, make sure you go to File and Save As. So we want to change the name that it came with. So it came with this name right here of the file. So now I'm going to go to my OneDrive. I'm going to go to whatever class period you're in. You click on your class period. And then you want to change your name right here. It says change the name of this file to your name, food truck period, whatever food truck period that you're in. So I'm going to change it. You want to print your first and last name, the name of the project, and then whatever class period you're in. And then save. So every day when you start working on it, you want to open it. Go to File, Open. When you're done with it for the day, you want to save it. Okay, so when you're opening it, you're taking it back out to work on it. When you're done, you want to save. And that's about it.